as I said before, in a free will zone, you can't make optimal choices if you don't know what the truth is. Yes? You are so controlled now. You are so controlled. We call it enslaved. We know that you have a fear about things that you don't know. And that's part of the programming, because all along you've been made to be fearful of anything you don't understand. This is scary. Religions have even contributed towards this. Your TVs, your film, everything tells you this is bad and scary and will destroy you. Don't go near that. This is why, because of that fear that you have, this is why we're where we are. All right, and why we have 6 other failed attempts. Because in the end, we ask ourselves, why are we putting ourselves through this? Why are we still here as skeleton crews in the lower bandwidths when everyone else is evacuated out? When you clearly do not want ascension. So it's a two-way street, that actual scenario. We also know that because of your fears, you can't overcome those fears, particularly if you saw some of us. Yeah. Because in the higher realms, you would say, you would look around you and you'd see different galactic families and you'd think they were beautiful, even if they looked like amphibians with translucent skin. But if one of them walked up to you in the street, you'd be scared, yes, and you wouldn't come forward. This is why we're saying, don't align with E.T. Don't align with angelics. Don't align with ascended masters. Align with you. In each dimension, right the way up to you at source, and tell me what there is to be scared of there. Yes? It's just about a shift in your consciousness, shift in your understanding. The difficulty is, it's a little like telling children there's no Santa Claus. Yes? You don't want to do it. Right? Kids are happy to know there's a Santa Claus. It becomes a whole other thing when you tell them it's not. It becomes a whole other thing when a kid goes to college suddenly, has to take care of itself, has to wash its own clothes, cook its own food. Yes? No one wants to grow up. No one wants to be an adult. It's too much responsibility. That's kind of what you're hitting here now. We see you as the children. In regards to the universe, you're the lowest common denominator in form. This has been regarded by many as a scoop during your cycles of evolution. All the things that you've learned, all the skills and everything else has rounded you off to be able to make those next steps into the higher dimensions. You're graduating. Yes? And that is scary.
When we say things like, you don't really need to be reaching out to angels, you don't really need to be reaching out to ascended masters, all the old things that have been tried, tested, really are no longer relevant for where you're going if your aim is to reach the next level of ascension. And for a lot of people, they can't let go of their 3D modalities. They can't let go of the things that have always worked for them. They can't let go of, well, I'm going to take guidance from this, or I need to see that. They can't trust without it coming from what Alison calls an authoritative figure outside of themselves. So, it's a big shift.
And part of the problem at the moment is that opposition beings are now attaching themselves to your fields. Some of them are not sanctioned for ascension. They can't go higher. So they can be telling you all kinds of things to be getting you off your path. We've experienced this ourselves as a team as we've gone through, as we've had certain integrations which then need to ascend out because we need to go higher. So they ascend out on the floor that they are allowed to go to, so we can go on. This is, it's not about the ascension of this planet. It's about the ascension of numerous planets within this universal structure. You happen to be the anchor, and your higher selves all want the opportunity to ascend, and they can't do it. You guys don't come up.